kung meron tayong update doon sa Mamasapano incident, and doon na po nabigay yung update sa ating presidente.
So after the briefing bandang alas 5 na po, si Pangulo ang nag-request ng update. At sino po nagbigay ng update?
Si General Guerrero po, Your Honor.
General Guerrero, could you relate the update that you get?
At around 5:50 po in the afternoon, 5:50, pinag-present po ako ng briefing in a conference type. So doon po sa conference room na yon, nandun po yung Pangulo, ang Secretary of Interior, Secretary of Defense, the Chief of Staff, and other officers from the police and other agencies. So I gave a PowerPoint briefing, dalawang PowerPoint lang po ito. Isa po yung mapa, actually Google Map po to kasi wala po ako sa headquarters ko kahit because I do not know anything about the operations of the Special Action Force. So we just presented the SPMS box and the general vicinity of the encounter. The second slide was only about the timeline regarding the information that I was getting that day from my ground commander. Yun lang po ang aking nailabas. Wala na po ibang information because we were blind. We did not know the exact details of the ongoing operations of the Special Action Force, Your Honor.
Ayon sa inyo, 2 beses po nagkaroon ng pagkakataon nung araw na yun na pag-usapan nyo ang Mamasapano with the President. Both times dahil ni-request niya. Una nung umaga at tapos isa nung hapon pagkatapos ng bomb blast briefing. No? In both cases, ano po ang sinabi sa inyo ng Pangulo pagkatapos ng inyong presentasyon?
Yung
sa umaga po, sa umaga,
tinanong lang po ako kung anong alam ko doon sa Central Mindanao. So I just updated him on what was informed to me by Director General Spina and of course the other persons who called me up or texted me.
At wala po siyang utos, direktiba, guidance, comment na binigay?
Wala po ako matandaan dahil yung po ay SAP operation. It's not an AFP operation, Your Honor.
How about nung hapon na, during the afternoon briefing?
In the afternoon po, yung sinabi ko pong 5:50, I started briefing the President about the timeline or yung mga impormasyon na nakakarating po sa amin, the limited information that we're getting. And in that forum, he asked me about the method of rescuing and doing the relief or resupply mission to the 84th SAC. Yung hapon na po, meron pa pong isang grupo na dapat bigyan ng pansin. So, dinidiscuss po ron anong capability nung naiwan na grupo, yung sinasabi po natin in later on na nalaman namin na 84th SAC, yung may effort. So we presented the possibilities of doing the rescue operation. I told the President that what we can do is to link up, send troops to link up with the 84th so that they will be rescued and brought to the rear or to the highway. So yun po yung discussion namin. And so because of that, I was given instruction that to ensure that there will be no friendly fire. Yung po, naalala ko po na yung
26 casualties, heavy casualties na po ito.
Mabigat po.
Mabigat po.
Kaya po,
so, ibig sabihin na alas 3 pa lang po.
I believe, I do not know kung meron pong ibang sources ang ating Pangulo. Kasi I can only speak for myself, Your Honor. Yung pong impormasyon na yun, at tingin ko po nalaman din kasi po nung nasa ospital kami, lumapit po ako sa Secretary of Interior at Secretary Gasmin, Secretary of Defense. And at that time, I presume or assume na yung text na yon ay na-relay na rin po ng ating Secretary of Interior. Po ng ating Secretary of Interior. That's why I went to the second floor of Zamboanga Doctors Hospital. And so after that, sinabihan po ako na ano ba ang update sa area. I told the President that mayroon na po mga bigat na report na mayroong casualties, and I told him that the 6th Infantry Division is trying its best to address
Reaction, comment, directive upon learning na may heavy casualties. No, kahit alam na ng Pangulo na may heavy casualties na, ay inintay pa ang alas 5 pasado para magka-briefing. Well, hanggang dito na lang po muna, Mr. Chair. May marami pa akong tanong. I will reserve it for the third round. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Tinya. Before I proceed with recognizing the next interpellator, may I acknowledge the presence of civilians from Mamasapano also. In the name of Samra Panangulon, who had been Samra Panangulon, na sugatan po ito sa mukha niya at namatay rin yung asawa at anak na namatay sa ito yata yung binanggit kahapon na at mga ilang women na nagre-represent po ng 125,000 internally displaced families in the various evacuation centers in Mamasapano. And next to interpolate is Congressman Robregat. Yes, the good congressman is recognized.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I would just like to acknowledge the presence of Chairman Iqbal. Thank you for honoring us with your presence. Secretary Deles, I was listening to your interview with Ted Filon on February 4, Wednesday morning, and you were asked the question when you found out or when were you informed of the Mamasapano incident. And your answer was January 25, Sunday. The 6th ID, the Philippine Army, and the second, the delay in the reinstatement of the ceasefire that could have save further loss of lives. I will touch with the second and then go to the first. I will ask the GPH AJAG Chair, Brigadier General Manolo Orense, can you inform the committee on the first notice of firefight of the GHP AJAG that started at 5:37 with a call from General Napeñas?
Yes, Your Honor. Actually, sir, at about 05:37, General Napeñas called me up. Actually, hindi ko pa po ma-recognize yung kung sino po tumawag dahil number lang po ang nag-appear sa aking telepono. So, nung sinagot ko po, nabusesan ko po siya. So, sabi niya, General Napeñas lang ito, Noli, at mag-ooperate kami. So, it was in future tense, sir, in a few minutes. Pwedeng pakisabihan yung kabila, meaning, sir, I perceive that as the MILF that they were going to operate, sir, at that time. So, basically, I perceived na he was trying to coordinate with us that they were going to conduct the operation at that time in a few minutes. Then with that, tinanong ko siya kung sino yung target. Kung paki-coordinate mo na lang dyan sa mga kakilala mo na MILF dyan sa lugar that they are going to conduct an operation. Something like that, sir. And later on, sir, at about 5:42, kung hindi ako nagkakamali, tumawag po uli si operation. Medyo nagtaka po ako kasi 5 minutes lang po ang pagitan. Pero giving withdrawal nung tropa niya, sir, na bababa galing sa operation. Later on, sir, I texted General Napeñas the number of Colonel Feliciano and told him na parang eto, makipag-coordinate ka na lang dito sa number na ito, sir. Tinawagan ko rin po from the operation. Tinawagan ko rin po si Attorney Dataya, yung akin pong counterpart from the AJAG, MILF AJAG. Unfortunately po, hindi ko po siya na-contact at that time. So, mga bandang 6 something po, tinawagan ko po uli si Attorney Dataya, but unfortunately po, the phone just kept on ringing. After that, sir, I remembered tumawag din po sa akin si General Pangilinan and asked me if I knew about the operation, and I told him that I was called up by General Napeñas regarding that matter. And mga bandang mga 6:45 ata yun, sir, something like that, si Attorney Dataya po called me up and informed me, hindi pa po, sir, si General Galvez pala po before that, informing me about the encounter between the troop PNP SAP, sir, and some armed groups in the area, believing that it was sa MILF. So at that time also, sir, tumawag na po si Attorney Dataya, and I asked him, anong nangyari, Attorney? Habi ko sa kanya, and I asked him if he can help in diffusing the tension there, and he said that he's going to refer it to Darapanan, sir. Yun ang mga kon po, sir.
Just 2 points. Actually, General Napeñas informed you because I think this is part of the adjunct in the ceasefire committee na ikaw ang headquarters in Camp Darapanan
Your Honor.
at 7:31. So, do you know who Attorney Datayag called?
Hindi ko na po tinanong sa kanya kung sino po yung tinawagan niya, because yung pong usapan namin, sabi niya, tatawag po siya sa Darapanan.
Kasi maiksi yung oras ko, hindi kasama yung
sir,
answer
sir.
mo. Pero at least, alam natin, 7:31 pa lang, sinabihan na ang Darapanan.
With us, considering that we have 7 international personalities, including the ambassador of Turkey.
Proceed further. I think I have your timeline here, 7:33.
Sir,
and
sir,
then
after
9
that,
o'clock, and
sir,
then
sir, after that,
10:34.
6:38, I received the information, and then immediately after that, we confer with Major Saul, who is with me, and we started calling up both the MILF and the government side to verify first is verify is there is existing firefight, because the report given to me was it was a firefight between one of it base command and the armed forces. After verifying that there is really an encounter, we immediately organized the joint ceasefire crisis team. This is composed of the IMT. The IMT is the International Monitoring Team, the CCCH MILF, and CCCH and the 105th BC at Tucanalipa, Mamasapano. The AP troops moved in without any coordination, and then this is difficult to control to avoid encounters between our forces when there is no coordination. This is clearly disregarding and violating the ceasefire. Now with that situation, the only option is to cease fire. Otherwise, it will escalate further. That's the text, unquote.
So, how about your 7:33 message to Attorney, to Chairman Ferrer?
Sir,
says he only found out about in the afternoon, not by you, but she is your boss. Didn't you inform Secretary Ferrer?
Yes, Your Honor. It was very sparse information. My reply to the text was how many casualties, and the answer was still unknown at that time. So we did not have any idea of the nature and extent or gravity of the situation at 7:30 in the morning. Furthermore, I was traveling in a part of a country with very poor signal at that time.
Anyway,
These are operational matters, Your Honor, and I do not intervene on directly on matters that are particularly under the mandate of our ceasefire committees. They report to me, but I am not the one who actually negotiate or even undertake this communication, because this is a security matter and that obligation belongs to our security officers.
yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes, okay. Thank you, Congressman Robregat. And the next to interpolate is Representative De Jesus, Emmy. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and salamat po sa pagkakataong binigay nyo ngayon. Alam nyo kasi, mahalaga ang ang House of Representatives hearing na ito dahil 80% pagkatapos ng inilabas ang BOI at Senate at nagkaroon ng survey, 80% ang sumagot na hindi sumasapat ang mga interview kay Pangulong Aquino para sagutin sino talaga ang pananagutan sa trahedya. At sana sa bahagi din ng mga biktima ng pamilya, lalo na yung mga narito ngayon, at sibilyan na na-reduce na lamang na tinatawag bilang collateral damage, sana ang hearing na ito ay makapag-ambag sa kalinawan. Mr. Tanong ko po ito kay General Espina at kay General Magalong. Ano ba ang kakulang parusa sa commander na naglabag sa rekisito ng chain of command ayon sa PNP manual?
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, please give us time to verify the specific provision of the our administrative
So wala po ito sa oras ko, no? Dahil sila naman po nagbe-verify.
Please proceed to another question. Yeah, habang nag-verify.
Yeah. Tanong ko rin po ito kay Secretary De Lima. Bilang bahagi ng chain of command ng Oplan Exodus, sinasabi ng BOI report na nilabag ni Pangulo ang chain of command. Sinabi din ni dating Pangulo Fidel Ramos na administratively liable si Pangulong Aquino sa paglabag ng executive order. Ano po ang masasabi niyo dito bilang Secretary ng Department of Justice?
Meron po akong position dyan, and I'm consistent with that position of mine. I'm not wavering in that position. That in my reading of the Constitution and the law and even EO, yung executive order na sinasabi po ni former President Ramos ay yung chain of command po hindi pwedeng strictly apply or i-apply insofar as the President is concerned. Because his relationship or his dealings with the PNP, his role vis-a-vis the PNP is not as Commander-in-Chief, but only as Chief Executive or as Chief Executive, in the same manner that is the Chief Executive over all executive offices and departments. So hindi po, and we all know that in a civilian agency, in a civilian organization, chain of command is not there. Yung EO po na sinasabi ni former President Ramos at sinasite din po yan sa BOI report and even in the Senate report, ay hindi ho strictly about chain of command. It's about exacting accountability, superior responsibility, accountability in civilian offices. Kung matunotice niyo po, ma'am, yung EO na yan does not talk only about PNP, but also all other offices under the executive department. I cannot accept an interpretation that the chain of command concept would apply to all offices of the executive department.
Secretary de Lima, may isa pong public pronouncement si Pangulong Aquino noong pong graduation noong 2013 at ito po ay nabasa ko at inilabas. Categorical po na sinabi niya na under ng kanyang responsibility ang command ng PNP. At sana po, bago kayo mag-elaborate, baka pwede pong i-share na ng PNP ano ang nakalagay at nakasaad doon sa Executive Order number 226, if I may.
General Magalong, are you ready to answer the question? Okay.
The offense is grave misconduct punishable by dismissal from the service, Your Honor.
Ito po ay applicable kapag ka ikaw ay bahagi ng PNP.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sino po sa PNP ngayon ang may pananagutan kung kayo ang i-apply ang order na ito? At
Dito
anong
po-
magiging kaparusahan?
Dito po sa kasong ito, ma'am.
Opo, Ginoong General Speed.
Yung mga commanders po na depende po sa makikita doon sa investigasyon. Pero yung mga lumabag po, according to your question, ma'am, yung mga lumabag po sa kautusan ng Presidente, yun po ang liable.
So, ang utos po ay nanggaling pa rin kay Presidente.
Ma'am, the question is yung hindi po sumunod sa chain of command or yung hindi ho?
Binanggit niyo po kasi na sumunod sa utos ni Presidente. So, may sinunod pa rin po sila nakautusan na nanggaling kay Presidente.
May I be clarified with your question again, ma'am, please?
Ang katanungan ko po, ano ang kaparusahan kapag may nilabag doon sa